Breakfast 101. If you pan around here and follow me around here, Jacob, a little bit, we're going to come back here to have some cereal. That's 4 out of 5 days a week I'll have cereal, and the other couple days I'll have bacon and eggs, and on Sunday waffles and sausage. So we're going to get 3 different breakfast films in this week. They all center around coffee for me, and you'll see here if you can get the bags that come from Whole Foods as far as organic. All of the items that we're going to consume center around God food, grass-fed, organic, and dairy. Not the kind of dairy that you buy in most stores. You'll see in just a minute. So, as we come around here a little bit, I'll explain more on my vitamins as far as a separate video on vitamins, but I don't overdo it. I have 3 in the morning, 3 or 4 in the lunchtime, and some at night. But they include what I think is a well-balanced insurance policy as far as what you don't get in the food, some extra supplements, and you'll hear more about that in a separate video. I'm going to hit the toaster here. I have some bacon that you'll see come out here in a minute. I pre-make the bacon, so I have a couple pieces with just about every breakfast that I have. If not bacon, then sausage, pastured of course. And again, following me around here, I'm going to open the fridge. And a couple basics here that I'm going to take out the raw milk. I don't know if you can see the cream separation here, but I'm going to shake it up because it's the real good, high quality farm food raw dairy, raw milk. And it's ice cold. I love it. I'll also take out my main source of fiber, which is ground flaxseed. You'll see me consume this in just a moment. And cod liver oil. I have 1 at each breakfast and 1 later in the day. So before I sit down and start consumption, beautiful part of the day, STP, source, taste, and preparation. That's the other main acronym I have throughout the book, The God Food Diet. And basically sourcing, S, sourcing, I've already mentioned we're using the God acronym, grass-fed, organic, and dairy. Not the kind of dairy that you get in most stores. This is right from the farm. Unpasteurized, full of vitamins and life, probiotics. So basically one of the healthiest things that you can do, I think, and a big source of fulfillment as far as keeping you full longer throughout the day, I think, and very healthy for you. So sourcing, taste, and that's what I'm going to explain a little bit more as I sit down, and preparation. Preparation is things like this. You're not going to use a microwave. You're going to use a toaster oven is what I do to warm up my meat. So preparation always, I cook. If you noticed in that fridge scene, you'll see some raw butter in there also. I only cook with raw butter or coconut oil. Before sitting down, if I didn't already mention it on the coffee, what I do is I take a decaf bag and the caffeinated bag and I mix it, so I'm having light caffeine and it's organic, of course. But I have a lot of coffee throughout the day, and you'll hear more about that in a moment also. Join me for breakfast. Basically, besides my normal slurping, I'll get back to that. Very key part. Now I use quite a bit of this fiber. I treat it like medicine. Which I think everybody knows that fiber is real good for you for a lot of various reasons, but as far as losing weight, it's a key source of filling you up, so you're not going to eat as much throughout the day. Bacon, and this is the pastured variety. Obviously taste. I'm having, when you think about it, all the 3 flavor enhancers, basically fat, sugar, and protein, salt, so that's 4, and the combination is just delicious. And a couple things as I finish up breakfast here. Quality meat actually mitigates the effect of sugar, the bad effects of sugar. So even though this is organic cane sugar, it's still, you want to keep it in moderation. And by mitigate, I mean ease the effect of sugar on your body. And it's a delicious way to lose weight, by the way. So, also, I mentioned the slurping and licking one's fingers. It's hard to eat this kind of food and not slurp, I don't think. But also, my favorite saying is slurping and licking one's fingers is simply a matter of good taste. By that I mean the taste in the formula that we have, the sourcing, taste, and preparation. So it has nothing to do with manners. My wife hates to hear me say this as far as that saying. But again, slurping and licking one's fingers is simply a matter of great taste. And I will want you to focus in on this in a second too, but during these lunch breakfast, I always say start with breakfast because that's the way I do it on the God Food diet. And just after a few months when I saw the very visible results physically and on the scale, that's when I introduced lunch and then later dinner using the God formula, grass-fed, organic, and dairy. Not the store-bought regular pasteurized stuff, but the real good from the farm raw dairy. So we'll talk more about that. But as I go through these videos, I also make reference to supplements that I use. And I have a little chart here, if you're going to focus in on that. And I will be describing specifically what I take and why, but that doesn't mean I'm recommending this overall for you. What you need to do is take maybe some of this information and ask your personal care provider their opinion. So again, this is my opinion only. I'm not trying to give medical advice or nutritionist formulas to you per se. So again, it's just my own personal opinion. Always check with a professional health provider. All right, it's Miami Mike, back to some food videos. Thank you.